let's talk about the Detroit Lions. They've been on a little bit of a run here lately. They've been getting hot. They are now built their way up all the way back to 5-7. Had a huge win last week over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Put up a ton of points, 40-14. Big time win for the Lions. They're looking very good. And going into this week, we have a story that's going to tell you why they look even better than you might think they are. We'll get into that in just a moment. But Detroit fans had a lot of players throughout history. Some maybe have gotten looked over. So that's why we want to ask you to let us know in the comments below. What player from Detroit Lions annals may have gotten passed over for the Hall of Fame that you think should be there? Who from the Lions is not in the Hall of Fame that you think should be? Let us know in the comments below. But Nick, what's the good news on Detroit?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about this is a Lions team that's been surging as of late, coming off an absolute beatdown of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're playing their best football. Defense has been playing better. Goff has been playing better. Of course, they run the ball better. Jamison Williams is getting into the fold now. They're only getting better and better and better. But they're still 5-7, right? And they're playing the Minnesota Vikings this week in 10-2. So you think, oh, this is it. Just Vikings should be big time favorites. The Detroit Lions, big time underdogs. Not so. According to ESPN, the Detroit Lions at 5-7 are a favorite, a 2-point favorite against the 10-win Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings have the second best record in the NFC, the second best record in the NFL. But they're actually underdogs to the Detroit Lions, a team that just earlier this season was a favorite for the first time in like 15 or 16 games. I remember you and I did a story on that. That is an unbelievable turnaround, what's going on with Detroit. And one of the things when you look at odds makers and you look at Vegas, right, these are the people that are putting millions and sometimes billions of dollars behind their decisions, setting favorites, setting the odds, setting the over-unders. They're paid a lot of money to get it right, or if they're wrong, to be off by only a little bit. This is proof to me that the people that put their money where their mouth is believe this is a Lions team that's a good quality football team. I don't want to hear about the Vikings being, well, are they fraudulent? They're 10-2. They're 10-2. This is a good Minnesota Vikings football team. And here you have the smart money, the big money saying the Lions are just as good, or frankly, in this case, a little bit better.
Yeah, Nick. And the Vikings have beat some good teams as well. So I mean the fraudulent argument, like I get it, but I can see maybe
they beat the
where
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but I see where people like maybe like I can see your point, but still like you are who your record says you are. Everyone always says that. Who was that? Parcells that said that.
Yep, that was the Parcells one.
You know, you are who your record says you are, and like you said, second best record in the NFL. They're a good team. The Lions are a middling team who are on the climb right now. They're trying to prove a lot of people wrong, and apparently Vegas has taken notice to this team, Nick, and it is getting to be very, very interesting watching Detroit play football because now you used to say, okay, we got easy game, Detroit's coming. Now I truly see Detroit going into every game and they have a chance. They have a chance against every team that they go up against, Nick. And I think part of that is in play to, and due to the play of guys like St. Brown, who's been incredible. The offensive line has really, really been playing out of their minds lately. 4 out of the 5 O linemen have 70 plus PFF grades.
Wow.
Jared Goff has been playing good. They've been running the ball better. The defense has been much, much, much improved since the firing of Aubrey Pleasant, something we talk about a lot, but I truly don't think it can be touched on enough. Ever since that happened, this defense has been much, much improved. A very nice breath of fresh air for Detroit, I'm sure, for the fans. So I agree with Vegas in a sense where Detroit's going to get them at home. They're going to come into Detroit's territory. And this is a team I don't think you want to play at all, especially not at home, though, Nick. I think that they have a really good chance, not only in the numbers, but like in my mind, I think they have a chance to win this game.
Oh, I agree 100%. And again, that's why they're the favorite, according to Vegas. And I think there's a lot of reason for that because when you look at the Detroit Lions, right, you look at their record and obviously them playing better as late. But when you look at this football team, top to bottom, you say, well, what aren't they good at? They're really good at receiver. Amon-Ra St. Brown's been a stud. Jameson Williams is coming back. He's going to be an exceptional difference maker. They have a great offensive line. You alluded to it. They can run the football. Great set of running backs, right? Jared Goff is playing his best football of this season, maybe even of his career. I don't know. He's been absolutely spectacular. He's made me look like an idiot. I said Jared Goff was terrible about a month and a half ago, and he's been playing great. So, I mean, he's proved me wrong 100%. You've got a defense, secondary that was a big weakness. Now it's a strength. Okudah looks to be getting better and better. Aiden Hutchinson has added dynamic pass rushing and playmaking element to the front seven. Rodrigo and Anzalone are two quality, hardworking, tough, physical linebackers. Special teams does a lot of good things as well. I mean, when you look at that, they play hard, they're tough after Dan Campbell. When you look at this football team from top to bottom, they're good at a lot of things, and they're really not terrible at anything either. And when you have that formula, and you have that recipe, and you have quality quarterback play, you can beat anybody. You can be competitive, and you can be a quality football team, which is what we're actually seeing from the Detroit Lions. You said you are what your record is, and I think that's true 99.999% of the time. The Detroit Lions team right now, I think that may be the one exception we have right here, because I think they're actually, the way they've been playing, much better than 5-7. They have a big opportunity to prove that this weekend against Minnesota.